Mr. Muhammad Ali has just refused to be inducted into the United States Armed Forces.
I'm just about broke. I'm not allowed to work here now in America.
I'm gonna fight, not for me, but to uplift my little brothers who are sleeping in concrete floors today.
And they went to Buster Douglas and they asked Buster Douglas simply like, what happened? And Buster Douglas said, listen to me, it's real simple. Before my mother died, she told the whole world that I was gonna beat Mike Tyson. And 2 days before the fight, my mother died. Buster Douglas had a decision to make. When his mother died, he could die with his mother, or he made a decision, I can wake up and I can live for mom. And he knocked Mike Tyson out simply because his why was greater than that punch.
Else in our life suffer. Mum suffer. Our kids suffer. The
Never.
mothers of our children
Never.
suffer. No, I'm glad it was me. I'm glad I was the one who was suffering and everyone else was okay, because that's what being a man means.
When you're a man, absolutely you're right. It is our job to suffer so the people around us do not suffer. And that's why if you're a man and you're waking up every day and you're not trying your very best to be important or upgrade yourself or upgrade your character, or you're lacking motivation, then you have a serious problem, because it is your job to be capable of dealing with.
Oh my goodness! Somehow Fury has managed to get up!
Well, that's mainly most of the reasons I'm back, is to show people who's living in darkness that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Everybody out there who has the same problems that I've been suffering with, I did that for you guys.
Isolation is the gift. All the others are a test of your endurance, of how much you really want to do it. And you'll do it, despite rejection and the worst odds. And it will be better than anything else you can imagine.
Just as I was heading towards that bridge at 119, I heard a voice say, no, don't do this, Tyson. Think about your kids. Think about your family and your little boys and girls growing up with no father. 2.5 years later, I decided to make a comeback.
Fear kills dreams. Fear kills hope. Fear put people in the hospital. Fear can aid you, can hold you back from doing something that you know within yourself that you're capable of doing, but it will paralyze you.
Beyond the watch, there are ways out. There is a light somewhere. It may not be much light, but it beats the darkness. Beyond the watch, the gods will offer you chances. Know them. Take them. You can't beat death, but you can beat death in life, sometimes. And the more often you learn to do it, the more light there will be.
When you fell into that depression, how dark was it?
It was terrible. I was thinking about suicide every day. I put on 147 pounds. I was taking drugs on a daily basis. I was drinking on a daily basis. I was gone. I was making everybody's life a misery. Everybody who was close to me was pushing away. You've got a man who's got 3 kids at that time who wants to die on a daily basis.
You can't do anything without faith. It's impossible to accomplish anything without faith. So I need you to believe there is still time. As long as there's breath in your nostrils, as long as you can wake up in the morning.
The first step before anybody else in the world believes it is you have to believe it.
So I need you to believe.
I refuse to die an unlived life. If you died this very moment, what will die with you? What dreams? What ideas? What talents? What leadership potential? What greatness that you showed up to bring, that you allowed fear or procrastination to hold you back? Only to realize that you've never lived. Only to realize that you've never scraped the surface of your potential.
Alone? Well, I'm not going to leave you alone. I want you to get mad.
See, most people stop short of their dreams because of the rejections of life. You will always be rejected.
I don't want you to protest. I don't want you to riot. I don't want you to write to your congressman because I wouldn't know what to tell you to write. I don't know what to do about the depression and the inflations and the crime in the street. All I know is that first, you've got to get mad. You've got to say, I'm a human being. God damn it. My life has value.
When you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, when you ain't got nothing left in your tank, you got to think about the people in your life that you're doing this for. And then if you could think about them, you could go one more mile. You could go one more day at work. You can find a scholarship.
Where do you find the strength when you're in these difficult situations? I always find the strength from my last name. I'm Andrew Tate. I'm Andrew Tate, so I just have to do it. I'm in a Romanian jail cell. I wake up, there's cockroaches in my bed. They're all over my face. What am I going to do, cry? Am I going to go and sign a piece of paper and say I'm guilty? I'm going to sell my brother out? No, I'm going to take the cockroaches off my mouth. I'm going to do some push-ups because I'm Andrew Tate. When shit really gets hard, honor and courage and bravery and your last name is all you've ever had. Especially with men, none of them are bestowed with the things that the masculine essence needs to be a good man. You need pride, you need honor.
Your life is just too short and unpredictable. But what do we say? But there always be tomorrow. Oh no. There's no guarantees you're going to show up tomorrow. Always something there to build a case on why you can't move on, why you can't grow to the next level, why you can't begin to manifest your greatness, why you can't begin to live life on your terms.
Your ear, it very rarely shouts.
That moment in time was one of the darkest moments I've had in my whole life. My motivation was out the door, like I just wanted to give up.
I need you to be who you're supposed to be. Don't let nobody stop you from being who you're supposed to be. Don't let nobody out-talk you. Don't let nobody tell you the doors are shut. Don't let nobody tell you that opportunities don't exist. Don't let nobody tell you that. I need you to be who you're supposed to be, because when you are who you're supposed to be, you're superhuman.
I don't want to delude you because this is a career-ending injury.
Listen to me. You got fear and you got faith. And I've decided not to walk in fear, but to walk in faith. There's greatness in you. Are you hearing me? There's great.
If you guys mentally believe you can do it, your body will find a way physically to make it happen.
We're putting the work in now, so we never wonder what it. Not run by the clock. Run by our desire where we want to go tomorrow. It's not for everybody. It might not be for you. You're still watching, maybe it's for you. Here we go. There's no excuse not to be the hardest motherfucking worker in the room. In all your endeavors, schoolwork, the gym, your career, your relationship, your needs attached to it. It's gotta mean more than anything.
Believe in yourself. Be that one of 100 that has a belief.
And if you work through your pain, on the other side is a reward. And you're going to prove that everybody that tried to break you, everybody that tried to stop you, everybody that tried to kill your dreams, you're going to prove all of them wrong.
This is my way of connecting the dots to you. When you've gone through things in your life where you've thought about not getting up, there's still time to get up. You are not in a solitary universe where only you have felt that way. Prize fighters have felt that way. And if you can understand that it doesn't make you weaker than other people, it doesn't make you less than other people, that you're in the same place as other people, even prize fighters who you look up to, who do that for a living.
We block ourselves and we use these words almost like we're in a trance, like we're sleepwalking through life, that we find ways to cancel out our dreams, that a lot of things that we want to do, a lot of places we would like to go, a lot of things we would like to experience, and we just stop at but. But will cause you to hide out behind fear. But will cause you to come up with all type of excuses that you can validate your inaction and not acting on your dream. But is a dream killer.
We have, as humans,
We have something that no animal has. And what it's called is imagination. And what imagination allows you to do, it allows you to see it before it actually happens. What I mean by that is I need you to go 10 years into the future, 20 years into the future, and I need you to see yourself actually becoming the person you want.
When you lose control of your own mind, you're in a bad place. I know it affects so many people in so many different ways, and it's a silent killer. It's almost like carbon monoxide poisoning. You can't smell it, you can't taste it, you can't feel it, but you're damned. So many people take their lives on a daily basis through mental health problems, and others look at them and say he was a weak person or she was a weak person. We're not weak. You just need help.
See, if you're working on your dream, sure there are going to be times you're going to want to give up. Sure there'll be times in life will knock you down and catch you on the blind side. But the challenge is to hold on. And if you hold on tenaciously, I say the universe is on your side. See, if you don't decide to act on your dream, if you don't decide to make a decision to live your life, if you don't decide to step into your fears, if you don't decide to say yes to your life, it will never work for you. You got to live what's in you. Life is just too short and unpredictable. But what do we say? But there'll always be tomorrow. Oh no.
I'm asking that the 24 hours in your life be very intentional, very deliberate, that you be very strategic. I'm asking that the entire week, 7 days, you are very deliberate about what time you wake up. You're very deliberate about what time you go to bed. You're very deliberate about what you eat, what you don't eat. Why? Because every day matters. That's right. Every day matters.